First question's from Dave Vasse. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, how did it feel to be out there again for the first time in a long time?
It felt good. Just could feel it last night, could feel it yesterday, leading up to today. This morning when I woke up, I was excited. Antsy while I was at the field. Just it felt good to get back out there.
How did it feel coming into a game like this, being the second pitcher instead of starting the game?
It's just it's a little bit different than starting, but the mound is still 60 feet 6 inches. None of that stuff changes. So my job doesn't change. Just go out there and get guys out and be ready for whatever.
Yeah, Dave Roberts told us earlier that you told the team that you would be willing to pitch in any role. Is that because of this season going from 60 to 162? You feel like anything's on the table for a lot of guys, or is it just where you're at and where the team's at?
One, just being able to identify, how much talent we have on this team from our starters, and the young guys, especially with Gonzo and D-May and Julio, those guys are, they're next level. So as soon as, I guess right before we signed Trevor, I reached out to Andrew and said, if it happens, I'm willing to do whatever you guys need me to do. That's not a problem for me. So just keep me in the loop and let me know, and I'll be ready for whatever. But
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Next question's from Alden Gonzalez. Go ahead.
Hey, David, you've pitched in some really important games and logged some really important innings in your career. I didn't think you'd be someone who'd get anxious for a spring training game. Was that a surprising feeling for you coming into this one?
Absolutely not. I care a lot about what I do. I love the game of baseball. So anytime I get to go out there and compete, on that mound, I'm going to be excited about it. That's just the bottom line. It doesn't matter if it's in a B game or on the backfields, whatever it is. If I get to play the game of baseball and get out there on that mound, I'm going to be excited about it.
Did anything about today make you realize how much you missed it?
The whole day, just knowing I was going to get to pitch, knowing I was going to go out there and compete. That's probably what I missed. One of the things that I missed the most, about being here was, just competing. And that is, it's something I've always loved to do, and to be able to get back out there today and do that, that was much needed.
Thanks, man.
Next question's from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
Hey, David, I don't know if you were peeking at the radar gun readings, but you hit 94 twice today. I'm just wondering, is that a pretty good sign for you in your first spring game in a while?
Well, I was hoping for 92, so I saw a changeup at 86, so I knew it. It couldn't have been too bad, but 94 is that's awesome. I know if I can go out there and be 91, 93, I can be very effective. So if I can get it up to 94, 95, and maybe even more, that's a good sign.
Did you find yourself having to sort of calm down a little bit before that first pitch?
Well, I started the game, 2-0, against Tim Anderson. So I just, I wanted just to throw a strike on that first pitch, and I knew that would settle me down. But after those first two, I just wanted to throw a strike, and I was able to throw a strike and get an out. So that really calmed the nerves and settled me down and got me into the flow of the game.
Thanks.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
David, do you remember the last game you pitched before things shut down last year?
It was here against the Rockies. Yeah, I remember it.
You pitched really well, struck out 7 of 10. Can you imagine at that time what was ahead in the year since?
Absolutely not. It's been crazy for sure, but I'm happy to be back out here. I'm happy to get to compete, and just I miss the game of baseball, and I'm happy for it.
And when you say you're willing to do whatever they need role-wise, do you expect to be physically ready to be a starter when the season starts, or are you going to need more time?
I expect to be ready. I kind of mapped it out earlier today, and I'll get to I guess five games in. If you just take the regular progression and go 30, 45, 60, 75, I think I would be ready for 80, 90 pitches in my my first regular season game or whatever it is. But I told them whatever they need me to do, whatever makes the 2021 Dodgers better, I'm all for it.
Thanks, David.
Got time for one more. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, David, just preparing yourself, not just physically, but mentally to get back into the season and getting ready for it. What are some of the things that you have to do from that standpoint?
More so just remembering all the things I used to do at the field, just my routine. Coming out of the pen today is different. I think I walked up to the clubhouse probably 3 or 4 times just to do something. So I wasn't just sitting down there in the bullpen, just finding, if I am in the bullpen, just finding that routine that works for me, knowing the amount of pitches I need to throw to be ready, just little stuff like that. But other than that, just kind of remembering myself out there, and to get back into that environment today was a lot of fun, and I look forward to it my next time out there.
Thanks, David.